Hello, everyone. We are back with the season 666 cast of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. I am now joined by Auntie Heroine. Auntie, welcome to the show and congratulations on making it to season 666. How are you?
I am just wonderful. I'm so excited to be here. It is such an honor to have this platform to be here. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, love to hear it. And I gotta say, you look amazing. And you reminded me of what I had said on a recent episode of Creatures of the Night, which is you look like you are wearing a metric fuck ton of makeup. And I love it. I just love it. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. It takes a lot to hold this face up. Oh.
So a metric fuck ton of makeup and also tape. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. So for all of the new fans out there, would you mind just introducing yourself and also letting us know a little bit about your drag?
All right. Well, I'm Auntie Heroine. I'm from Rockford, Illinois. I always like to say it's the murder capital of Illinois, which I may or may not be responsible for, but that's a different question. So Auntie Heroine is very camp forward. I like to have my four pillars: horror, comedy, drama, and sexy. You got to have the sexy in there. So,
Hmm.
I really love camping it up, but there's nothing wrong with giving some emotion, making people cry. I feel like I hit across the board. I'm very well rounded, as I would say in a resume.
I love that you have said, emotions, and then you also said making people cry. So it's not your own emotions, it's getting them out of other people. Got it, got it,
Oh,
got it.
definitely. I'm very much a sadist.
I love that. So what inspires your drag?
Oh, geez. Well, I have to say there's probably two of my biggest inspirations in drag is Bianca Del Rio and
Hmm.
Wednesday Westwood. I think Wednesday, just the makeup was such a huge influence for me in elevating my drag to where it is
Hmm.
today. And Bianca Del Rio, just the personality in general, is something I have always aspired to be. I think with Auntie Heroine, although I love performing, my favorite thing in the world is hosting, emceeing, bantering with audience. Like that is my favorite thing. So anything that gets me closer to that, because drag is not just the looks, but the
Hmm.
entertainment, and that's my favorite
Yes.
part.
That's awesome. And hosting is a difficult skill. I think that there are so many drag artists who, of course, excel in so many arenas, but hosting is one of those things that it's not for everyone. It's truly a difficult skill. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you, because Mama, there are plenty of bitches out there that nobody will book them, so they book themselves and make their own shows, and they can't hire an MC, so they try to do it themselves. And honey, don't even get me started.
Don't even
We've
get
all
me
been there. We've
don't
all
get me
been to one of those shows.
started. Oh, and I'll tell you, I love a poorly hosted show. I love great drag and I love bad drag. Ooh, yes, all drag is valid, said derogatorily. Love it. All right. So we talked about your love of hosting, we talked about some of your inspirations, but what made you want to compete on the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Okay, well, Dragula has a very special place in my heart, as it does for all of the fans, because we already have other shows out there that have introduced drag to the world, but
Hmm.
a lot of times it's not super inclusive, especially for a weirdo, nonconformist, alternative person as myself. I've never
Sure.
really felt like I could relate to the people I saw on other shows. Whereas Dragula, it's always been trans inclusive. We've always had kings, non binary, bearded. It's never been an issue because it's all about being the monster that we are and
Hmm.
letting that freak flag fly. So I think Dragula, it just speaks to my heart. And I think there's a lot of people that watch Dragula that maybe don't even feel like they belong in the LGBT community. I just feel like the Boulets are like, listen, bitches, you don't belong here, but you belong with us. Come suckle to the bosoms of the underworld. And I've been in love ever since I saw them. I think I started watching like season two, and whoo, season two, let me tell you.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I love to hear that. And as you said, the bosom of the underworld is ample. And just come on over. Okay. So what can we expect from this season particularly? Like that's different than other seasons.
I think the emphasis on performance is going to be much bigger this season. I think
Oh,
everybody on the cast is a solid performer. And I know, no tea, no shade, but honestly, we've had past contestants that maybe, performing is not their strong suit. It's more
sure.
modeling or it's more standing in their bedroom looking at their mirror. But for me, I think this season is very directed on performance because, just everybody, I mean, we can all see the cast now. You can see everything they're doing, and it's incredible.
Wow, I love that. I also love the subtle, not so subtle nods here. I gotta say, Auntie, I'm already very excited for this season, and you are just amping it up for me.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go into the world of horror a little bit. What's your favorite horror movie?
I have to pick one.
Just
Oh,
one, just one.
oh my goodness. This is so difficult. I could do like a top three, but one?
Ooh.
Okay. Um, if I had to choose just one, how dare you? I feel like probably 28 days later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. No one has said a zombie movie yet.
I am obsessed with zombies, aliens, and monsters. They are my number ones. But 28 Days Later was my favorite movie for like 15 years straight until I branched into other things. But
Hmm.
I guess knee-jerk reaction, if I had to say something, it has to be 28 Days Later, and specifically Cillian Murphy showing off everything he's got.
Same. When I saw Killian Murphy, I was like, oh, so we're gonna rewind, be kind, and rewind again and again and again and again and again.
Oh,
Got
yes,
it.
honey.
Exactly. All right. So, what's your favorite horror movie kill? Let's get even more specific.
Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, no, no, no. I know. I think I know. So, in the first Resident Evil movie,
Ooh, yeah.
so when they're in that tunnel going to the Red Queen Mother,
Hmm.
whatever the fuck she
Hmm.
was called, you're going in there, and they have the lasers, and everybody's jumping,
Yes.
everybody keeps getting cut off, and then the last guy, he's just like, I'm gonna jump here, and he's like, bring it, bitch, bring it, and then she's like, checkerboard, and just right through him, and he just, oh, I love it. I love the
Yes.
squishy noises.
Amazing. I think the Resident Evil films are controversial, but that moment is it's a gag. It's a
I mean,
total
honestly,
gag.
but they are like true, like the emo cinema, like just
Oh
like the
yeah.
music in the background, like it's so good. It's bad, but it's so good.
If you were in a horror movie, how quickly do you think you would die? Or do you think that you would make it to the sequel?
Oh, honey, I'd be the murderer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Please. Who kills the murderer? Girl, oh no. I'm killing all these bitches. I told you I'm a sadist.
Love it. You know what? I love the confidence, and you're the only competitor so far who has just point blank period said, "Oh, I'm the killer. I'm the killer." Love it. Let's talk about previous casts of the show since we're talking about killing off people. So, what is your favorite look from any cast member of a previous season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Okay, that one's really I the very first thing that comes to mind is Eva Destruction in Titans, in that underwater bullshit thing
Yes.
that she had where it was like the shell, and she comes out like, I'm like, bitch, the fucking production,
The
the
drama.
theatrics, that was so, oh my god, I love it. And like just the glamour, I was so in love with that. Plus, I'm such a big fan of her.
She is incredible. And that look is unbelievable in person, too. I mean, it's immaculate. Let's go shady now. What is the look you like the least from any competitor on a previous season?
Ooh, you know, it's hard to pick just one of Mary Cherry's looks, but if I had to choose one, oh God, that fucking Cyclops thing that she did with
Oh,
like just what the? I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? What is this shit?
you want
Okay,
to hear my
the paper. Oh, I can't.
oh, the paintbrush, right? The paintbrush that's stuck to the outfit. Have you
That and the paper lashes, if you call them lashes, they were just like square. Oh my God, girl, I watched that and I'm like, What the actual fuck?
There are a lot of choices that are made with that look, and I think we have to look into outer space and the beyond to even begin to comprehend the horrors that are there. All right. So speaking of horrors, what is an extermination from a previous season that you just think, oh, I would kill that?
Oh, bitch, fucking skydiving. I have thought about
Oh,
this so many times. Bitch, I want to go skydiving. The only reason I haven't gone, I don't have $300 lying around to do that shit. But like, mama, ugh.
I wonder if the breastplate would cushion a fall. Like in the event of a parachute failure, do you think that you could use the breastplate to your advantage?
Well, the great thing is they are hollow. They're filled with silicone. So I think if I just, nibbled and like, yeah, the
Oh,
air would catch them. I would just come gliding in. I'd be Mary Poppins.
I like that you are insinuating that you have enough time to nibble through the silicone to use them as. I'm not sure of the
You've never
physics
seen
of
me nibble, honey. Okay.
period. Okay, so what extermination on the other side of things, what extermination would you just rather die than do?
Okay. I'm going to go back to Titans again because there's the one where they have to go into these little tight spaces and unlock a lock while the
Yep.
water is rising, and then that inflatable bullshit is pushing down. And oh, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I can't do like underwater spelunking and all that shit. That
Oh
shit
yeah.
scares me. Not even spelunking. It's the underwater. You get where they
Yes.
take off the oxygen tank and push it through. Oh,
Hmm.
that's just watching that. I'm like, no, bitch, this is not happening to me.
A good time. Okay, so we've talked about the show. So let's talk a little bit about horror. Let's bring things back. Who is your ultimate horror icon?
I have to admit, I'm a really big nerd. I love fantasy, and my favorite thing in the whole world is the Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
So
okay.
I know a lot of the background with that shit. So if I had to choose a favorite horror icon, it would definitely be the Dark Lord Sauron, because the shit he pulls is just it's pure evil. It's
Hmm.
evil. Okay. So, anyways, I am a big nerd with that shit. I've read the books. I read through the Lord of the Rings every year because
Great.
it's my favorite thing, and whatever. I love a good escapism. So yeah, I think I have to go to my nerdy roots and say Sauron.
Honestly, we love a nerd in this house. That is an amazing answer. And I mean, Sauron's a stunt queen. I mean, truly, just death and pestilence, honey. Love
Oh
it.
my god. And like just the fuck, like he literally wears like death metal armor. Like, come
Uh,
on, bitch. It's fucking amazing. And it's made of mithril. So I mean, come on. The sack of
come,
Khazad-dûm did a lot for him.
I'm sorry, look at the material, honey. Look at her. That is definitely an iconic creature and character from horror. All right, so we have one more question. I think this might be the most important question of the interview. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm ready.
Okay, okay. If you had to pick one of your fellow season 666 competitors to sacrifice so that you could outrun a horror movie killer, who would you leave behind?
I'm pausing because I don't want to immediately say their name.
Hmm.
Um,
I have an idea of who that is, and I cannot wait, but continue, Auntie.
I'd say if I had to throw anybody down, it would probably be Majesty. Um,
Okay.
and have you watched season 2?
A great answer. All right, so that concludes our interview here, Auntie. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again for just everything that you're doing, and congratulations on making it to season 666. We are so excited to see it, and you can tune in to the season 666 premiere of the Boulet Brothers Dragula on AMC Plus and Shudder on October 1st. Thank you again, Auntie.
Thank you so much. Mwah.